What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? No demons tonight. Actually, we can make that the tweet. Let's get it out real quick. Dearest Shots Marvel Champions. Now streaming with 100%. Let me say this. Now streaming 100% demon free. Maybe. Let's add the little there we go. There we go. This is probably. There we go. Okay. Nice. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Sweet. All right. What's up, everybody? Give me one sec, real quick. Okay. All right. What's up, everybody? Holy freaking super chats. There are really 4 super chats already? Holy crap. Well, I gotta give it to the first person. The Shed. Thank you very much for the buck, dude. I appreciate it, man. Flop. Thank you, dude. Saying slap me in the face. Thank you. No problem. Leon Richards also sent over 2. Leon, you were so close. No message, but thank you for the 2. Not who you think, sending over 5. Man, I really appreciate that. Your name will, okay, yeah, there it is. Thank you so much, dude. So close to the slap, but I really do appreciate the 5, man. Trust me, it goes a long way, so thank you very much. Howl Skeleton sending over buck as well. Oof. Once again, so close. Saying lag. Yeah. It'll get you. It'll get you. But thank you guys. Appreciate that. More demon voice. No. That was an accident. Sup, lower to baldiness. What up, dude? Just popped 2 5-star basic and got MODOK and Rhino. I'm so mad. Oof. Yeah, that's not too good. Rip, dude. Hopefully you get some better luck soon. Alright, in any case, though, let's go get into some stuff. I mean, it's Sunday. Sunday, there's usually not a ton of stuff going on. What is a solo event, anyway? Mutant Combat, an event quest completion. Oh, it's event quest completion? Well, I'm glad I saved my energy, but maybe I should have just done like another Cavalier stream. But I am gonna do some Cavalier stuff. Class specialist. Okay. All right. I just capped out on energy. I was waiting to use it during the stream tonight, so I'll mess around a little bit in Cav. But then we're gonna go hit up the arena, grab some 5-star shards. There's still actually a bunch of 5-stars that I want just to dupe my champs. This one, okay, tech, okay. So this will be easy. You're telling me I get to use Warlock? Okay, with suicides. Don't mind if I do. Let me put him on the team. Clinton Roberts, and over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying, hey, BG, what's your opinion on the new incursion crystals? They're out? I didn't even look. We could take a look. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. I just honestly totally forgot about these crystals. Let's look through them. I mean, normally I pick these up. For some reason, I thought they were 2,500 6-star shards. I guess it's just been a while since I bought them. But normally I pick up the 6-star shards over the 5-star incursion crystals just because I'm so desperate to pull 6-star champions. Otherwise, the incursion crystals themselves aren't bad, but we'll go through them one by one. Let me see what we got here. So, the Chaos Crystal. Ooh, we got a Hyperion in there. That's nice. Hyperion Guardian. Good duo. The rest of it, a little on the meh side. We got the Yellow Jacket buff, but he was kind of an underwhelming one, right? The rest of those champs, yeah, they could use a little bit of love. They really need to buff Guillotine. You know, if that were Guillotine 2099, that'd be another story, but... Alright, what else we got in this crystal? Domino, Medusa, Darkhawk, Doc Ock, Hit Monkey, Karnak, Mr. Fantastic, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Loki, Thor Jane Foster. Overall, not a super strong crystal. So far in both of these crystals, there's no exclusive champions, right? I don't think... Wait, is Abomination in the regular basic crystal? I don't think he is, actually, so maybe I'm wrong on that one, right? I don't think he is. What about this crystal? This one, I don't think there's any unique ones. Alright, let's see. We got Black Widow, Clairvoyant, Emma Frost, Cole Obsidian, Airwalker, Red Skull, Yondu, Electra, Black Widow, Deadly Origin, Rhino, and Sentry. Kind of meh as well. I'm really not feeling these crystals all that much so far. Okay, we got Void, Tigra, Gambit, Mr. Sinister, Drax, Black Bolt. There we go. We got Black Bolt in this one. Punisher 2089, Vision, Age of Ultron. There's another unique one, right? Taskmaster, Black Panther, Civil War. This crystal is an interesting one. We've got a couple of unique champions that are not in the basic pool. Void is, of course, a beast. Tigra is interesting because she's really good, but also tough to play, right? And I guess Punisher 2099, his buff was, or probably is a little slept on, but that crystal seems pretty solid. This one right here, let's see. We got Spider-Man Stealth Suit, Red Guardian, Dr. Voodoo, The Hood, Wolverine X-23, Bishop, Heimdall, Cap Marvel Classic, Hulkbuster, and Iron Man. Heimdall being in here is interesting because up until recently I didn't have a Heimdall. And having Heimdall just that you could take into Act 6 and beyond content is pretty nice. Just as an option. Not that, you know, he's going to be used all the time, but it's good to have a Heimdall available for the times you need him. So that's cool. Last crystal here. We've got Warlock, who is a monster. Killmonger, Spider-Gwen, MODOK, Sasquatch, Ebony Maw, Rogue, Psylocke the Champion, and Vision Arcus. Yeah, I don't know. These crystals just don't seem that good overall. Like, I mean, they've always stuffed like 2 pretty solid champions in each crystal and then filled it with some kind of meh stuff. But maybe it's because we have dual class crystals now or something. But the champions I'm seeing in these crystals, they're not getting me excited, man. I don't know. They don't seem too crazy. This whole round is a good opportunity to save up to 125,000 artifacts. Yeah, maybe, man, because these don't seem that interesting, to be honest. They don't seem that good. I mean, like I said, I go for the 6-star shards anyway, but usually there's like some compelling options in here. And I'm not saying like, of course it depends on where you're at in the game and all that. Some of these champions could be really beneficial, but it seems like there's a lot more duds than usual. A lot more misses. Maybe that's just in my head. But they don't seem that interesting. Bank Robber 2000 705 saying, is Tarax any good? He just got buffed, and apparently post buff he is pretty good. Yes. I haven't really given him much time, but apparently he is a pretty solid champion these days. Coming from Alliance mates, I think I asked Legacy about it once as well. and he said he was good. So yeah, I can't give you all the juicy details about the champ, but Terrax is good. What up, Red Dog? BJ, check Twitter. This is a code level. Wee woo. Big numbers. I know it's serious. Okay, sure. Let me see what we got on Twitter. What in the world is this? Yet another teaser for my next video, but this time I'm not telling you what, who, where, how, and most importantly, why. I like how you put it in black and white too. You're also referencing Clerks and not WandaVision, I see. Excellent. Okay. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Let me go spend some energy. I want to go burn through. We'll go through Cav here. The final quest gives the most amount of points. Let me grab Warlock. I will then grab Mr. Torch. We need to get rid of these suicides with that torch. And do I care about synergy for Warlock? I suppose so, yeah. I was thinking I could just put Guardian in here as well, just for that extra block proficiency, but I don't really care about that so much. Let's just speed through this quest. I think there was a potion at the bottom. Yeah, we got a potion down here. We got potion 2 different ways. Let's go. We'll just go bottom though. Just do that. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Bank Robber 2000 sent an 05 saying, is Terrax as good as Havoc? I think they're quite different champions, aren't they? I think they do very different things. I don't know for sure, but I think Terrax's aura thing is energy damage. Although maybe it's physical because he's like picking up rocks and stuff like that and throwing it around. But I think the rest of his attacks are physical, whereas Havoc's are energy. They're two different class types, of course. What else we got to separate these two? Their play styles are quite different. I think there's very different champions. The armor breaks from someone like Terrax you would want in some situations, whereas the incinerate immunity of Havoc you'd want in others. I really can't tell you which one is better, but they honestly, they probably shouldn't even be compared. Where is Terrax? Here we go. This dude's beard always kind of bothered me. What immunity is this guy? Okay, so he's immunity to shock and bleed. Also power drain, power steal, power burn, power lock, and enervate effects from metal champions, which is nice, I guess. But yeah, they even have different immunities where one is shock and bleed, the other is incinerate. Like, I don't know if they get more opposite as far as champions go. Definitely on the opposite side of the sides of the spectrum. If you're trying to decide on which one, that's a beard, I think so, right? If you're trying to decide on which one to rank up, oh, maybe that's a helmet. Just like a weird neck brace helmet that doesn't cover your head, which kind of defeats the purpose of a helmet. I always thought it was just a weird painted on beard, though. That's the way I've always seen it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. If you're trying to decide on which of the two to rank up, I would probably lean more towards Havoc. I'm sorry. Hold on. I take that back. I would say a Terrax is what I meant to say. I see MSD saying I would say Havoc is better than Terrax, which I, of course, respect that opinion because MSD super knowledgeable in this game. But here's what I would say. There's a ton of really powerful mutant champions. And And there's strong cosmic champions as well, but it feels like it's easier to get some really powerful mutant champions that I don't want to say make Havoc obsolete, because that's definitely not the case, but he doesn't see as much play compared to the rest of the mutants, I would say. Also, I don't know if he's good for... I don't know how good he is for, like, pushing titles or the Cavaliers, whereas Terrax, I feel like, would be a bit more useful in that department. Like, Terrax, he can be used for some of the variants if you're there yet, and if you're not there yet, well, then I feel like he'd be more helpful in getting to Cavalier, you know? So, I'm a little bit inexperienced with the champ, like I said, but that's kind of my thought process when looking at the two champs. So, I hope that helps a bit at least. But dude, thank you very much once again. Do appreciate another 5. Although a lot of people are saying Havoc, so maybe I'm wrong. Seeing a few people say just rank up Havoc. Havoc is much better. Yeah, Havoc is higher. Is that what that says? Than Terrax? I have both. Well, maybe listen to these people, because like I said, I'm still pretty inexperienced with the champ, but that was kind of my reasoning for siding more with Terrax, at least. I don't know. Mobster Kermit sending over $1 saying at MCOC is a good game. Tweet. Okay, sure. Let me see here. Where are you at? Where you be? I don't know if I see a tweet from you. What is your Twitter again? Hang on. That MCOC is a good game. Yeah, I don't have a tweet from you, dude. Make sure to tag me. Make sure your profile is not set to private. I'm pretty sure I've looked up tweets from you before. But I don't have anything here, so I don't know if something changed on your end. But I got nothing from you. Thank Robert 2000 sending over another 10. Dude, thank you so much. And thanks for your opinion. Well, thank you, dude. I really appreciate all this very generous support. Thank you very much. Thank you kindly. What up, clobbering time? Brian, quick question. You still have the registry for conteschampion.com, right? Why don't you make it redirect to your YouTube page? I do have it, yes. And I don't know. I did think about doing that before. I thought about putting up just a little, you know, one page logo. Hey, it's Contest Champion. Here's the link to my YouTube. I don't know, something real simple like that. But it just doesn't even seem necessary. There's nothing on there. I mean, technically, there's plenty of things there. It's just disabled. So, yeah. I didn't feel like having a different version to make live. Okay, I see a tweet now from you. This is it. Dude, you gotta send something in the tweet. Very important to send something in the tweet. This is no good. Whatever you want me to see, make sure you put it in the tweet. Ronan sending over 11. Ronan, thank you, dude. I'm glad to see that you're doing Arena again. P.S. You should have picked... Oh my god. P.S. Should have picked Black Widow Clairvoyant. Why do you do this to me, Ron? I'll be in the arena soon, you bastard. Thanks, dude. I do appreciate the 11, though. Troll and SOB. Ooh, Mr. Sinister. Get wrecked. Get destroyed. Mobster Kermit sending over another buck. Saying I'm special. Alright, let me see. Did you send over another tweet? I mean, that's still the only tweet I got from you, dude. So yeah. Whenever you send over another tweet, I'll try to keep an eye out for it, but still got nothing. UG, please post some Alliance War videos. Sorry, man, I didn't record any. I literally only recorded the first war of the season. Which is I still hate that it's the only war that I actually died in. All of the other wars, it would have looked so much cooler not dying. But I didn't record them, so. When they update Alliance War, when they make some more significant changes, I'll post Alliance War content again. But for the time being, I just don't really have much interest in making videos out of War. Because not a ton changes. So. Alright, Hulk. Later, bud. It's heavy attack to finish him. Give him those 71k claws. Ooh, Warlock. That damage. Pretty nasty for a champ that doesn't have that good of damage. So, yeah. Any Venom the Duck fact? I could slap you with a Venom the Duck fact, unaggressively, you know.
Man, love
Venom the Duck fact. Little people, few people actually know this, but believe it or not, he's only a yellow belt in karate. But that's because he studied in virtually every other form of martial arts. He just, for whatever reason, hasn't spent much time with karate. It's changing, though, because of how much Venom the Duck also loves Cobra Kai. Because who doesn't, you know what I mean? So pretty soon, he'll be a full-fledged black belt in karate as well. But for the time being, only a yellow belt. He likes to keep it humble, too, you know? What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? Really enjoyed the video from earlier. I was rolling. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jay Divine. Ronan sending over another 10. So saying, did they update the arena to allow 5 champs and give you a map to move on? Seriously, dude? Yeah, they did. That's right. You didn't watch my video about the big arena update? That's too bad you missed it. Oh man. Yeah, this is the new arena, and I'm grinding for eggnog right here. Eggnog and his 3 fingers and metal chastity belt. MCOC is a good game. I see we got a tweet here. Got it through. All right. Saying got some more new 5 stars recently. Ooh, nice, dude. Congrats on the CGR. You see the electricity there too. Nice. Ooh, MSD. I don't know if MSD is still in here, but he's gonna like to see this. She-Hulk, who's already on the rank up path, it seems. Nice, dude. Roster's growing nicely. All right, let's slay this beast so I can actually get to the arena before Ronan sends over another trolling message. Let's dismantle this fool. Man, every time they come out with a new Mystic champion, I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna have to learn how to fight this guy because I'm sure I'm gonna get assigned him in war. But then this guy is just like, oh, this is probably the easiest Mystic that we've gotten in a long time to fight. There's no threat here. Like this guy, even that special too. It's like, okay, hit me with it, bud. I'm just gonna gain more charges. Ooh, okay. I shouldn't have talked because I actually did get hit with it. I was trying to block it. Oh, crap. Now he's immune to stun. Oh my god, I got wrecked. No. No. Never talk trash, boys and girls. Never. For any reason, should you ever talk trash. X Delta sending over a few of them Canadian bucks saying, "What the hell is Mangog? I ain't been in a month." Well, I think he's like the pure hatred of the gods or something like that, the embodiment of hatred of the gods. Something like that. I don't know, man. When I looked at this guy before, I basically... Here, we're going to take a really brief detour. Before I finish up that fight. Flawlessly, of course. When I first looked at this guy, he reminded me of two things. Number one, he's got the skin of a really smooth, like polished blood orange. And then number two, if you look at his claws, he's only got 3 per hand. He's like a really busted grab claw machine that it looks like you're gonna grab the stuffed animal, but there's no way in hell he's actually gonna hold on to it. And that's Mangog, also known as Eggnog, also known as Mango, also known as... That's all I got, actually. That's all the nicknames. What's up, Last Arnie? ABG, just FYI, first rule of I'd hit that club is don't say I'd hit that in front of the girlfriend. Oh, man. That's a good rule. That's a really good rule, man. Everybody write that down. Really important to know. Alright, let's shred this fool. He doesn't even have that much life left. Can I bleed him? Oh, no. Yeah, that's right. He's immune to, I think, bleed and poison, right? So, can't do that. We can get out of the way of this, though. No problem. Let's hit this guy with a special 2. Oh, you don't want to do 5-hit combos against this guy, because that gives him more hatred. But that's okay. He's just going to die to this. Later, dude. Corn Dog, yeah, there you go. He looks like Dragon Man. He does look like Dragon Man a bit. Somewhat similar animations as well, but different. Now, do you think? Send over to saying tweet BG the Cavalier Cole 1. Okay. Let me see. What do we got here? Found you. What is this? Think full scope, personalized progression tracker and resource manager. Designed to do away with cumbersome spreadsheets. Site's not live yet. Decided to code it myself. Still got a lot left to put together, but hopefully it'll be useful in the community. Nice, dude. This was something that I wanted to do, and this was gonna be one of the starting tools of Contest Champion, which is why I always refused to give out the spreadsheets when I first showed them. I was like, guys, you don't want the spreadsheets. They're a pain to keep up with. Let me just make a tool for everybody. The thing is, I didn't know how to make any tools, so I tried to learn, and then the thing is, I'm also not good at learning. So, yeah, that's the story behind that, but that's cool, man. I hope you have better luck with it than I did, and I hope it's an awesome resource. Good luck, dude, and thank you very much for the 2. Do you know any good retirement allies, BG? Everyone has a different definition of a retirement alliance. So no, I don't think I can really help you on that one, man. You kind of just have to either hit up Reddit. There's a specific subreddit for, alliance recruitment. There's line groups for that sort of thing. There's discords as well. I recommend taking that route if you're looking for a new alliance. Or maybe someone in here will know it, or like, have a spot open. Ryan, my girlfriend and I have just had a huge fight. Tom, oh no. This couldn't possibly be some sort of joke, could it? Just had a huge fight about whose turn it was to do the laundry. It went on for hours, but eventually I folded. Jesus. Tom. You know, I haven't had to boo you in a few days, so this is gonna feel good. Boo, man. Boo. Right, I have great news. What's up, Kieran? Pulled 6-star Venom tonight. That's back-to-back great 6-star pulls with Fury the other day. Kieran, killing it, dude. Awesome. Has ramped up Airwalker. Good. Will help the Galactic buff. Just saw Karate Mike's video and wanted a general opinion. Karate's Mike video, his video is the general opinion. I mean, I don't have any experience with that champion, so I can't really tell you. Ryan, your demon voice is on? Don't even joke like that. Do not even joke. I'm not touching that button. Not today. Not for a long time. Unless I accidentally do it, which is possible. Man, it's been a while since I've done the Sunday Arena, but there's some good 6-star shards from it, so. Oh, poop. The boss is here. Possibly. BJ, I'm gonna try a new way of falling asleep tonight. Putting your 6.2 itemless playlist on. I swear if there's a demon on those streams while I sleep, I will find you. Don't worry, that was before I had demon capabilities. Or demonic capabilities or whatever. So there's no demon voices there. BJ, what do you do with a sick boat? Take it to the dock. Oh. Yeah, that one just gets the crickets. Boo. Take a lap. Take your boat for a lap around the lake wherever you are. Boo. Drew Sanders sent over to saying tweets. Drewster Kilka? Saying that right? Alright, hang on. Let me see. Found ya. Hey man, I'm trying for Cav. Who should I rank up? Wait for... What should I do now? Wait, what? Who should I rank up? Wait for what I do. Okay, let me just see. Okay. We got some good champs here in Cat Marvel and Dragon Man. Both of these champs will definitely help you along the way. To supplement it... Well, you can't bring any 4-stars, so all the 4-stars are out. Kingpin's really not too bad, especially like if you have willpower, which I really hope you have willpower. It is the most valuable mastery beyond parry and dexterity. Nothing in this game will save you more units than unlocking willpower, and it's even more potent now that champions like Kingpin exist. So if you have willpower, absolutely Kingpin's a really good option for you. Blade's a good option too. I mean, you already have Blade at rank 4. Looks like you can't actually take him to rank 5, but you could still use both. But Blade has that healing too, of course. Let me see. Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I thought your Archangel was unawakened, but that's the 6-star. Your 5-star is awakened up here. Okay. But Archangel, to be honest, he's not the greatest for helping with Cav. He's good for, like, the first boss, 6.1.1. But beyond that... Yeah, that's who I would go with personally. I would, I'd rank up Kingpin. Yeah, I probably wouldn't go with Archangel. I was thinking about Archangel, but I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just go with Kingpin. You've got Domino as well, which would be good for some of the bosses. And yeah, that's who I'd rank up. I don't know if you have like multiple rank ups, but as far as I'm concerned, that would be my pick if I was just picking one. So, Kingpin. It's actually really good. And like I said, if you have willpower, super sustainable. And if you don't have willpower, get willpower. Chris Marler sent over to saying, Twitter please, and Dimos. Okay, 1 sec on that. Get out of my face, dude. Who puts Dormammu in the arena? Actually, I really don't mind seeing Dormammu in the arena. He really doesn't, not too bad in here. Let me see, though. Okay, finally got a rank 3 for each class type, 5 extremely powerful champs, and 1 rank up for fun. Dude, yeah. It's looking real good here. Holy crap. Yeah, this is a beautiful looking roster, man. having this entire top row awakened, and then even these two being awakened as well. Yeah, your roster is pretty sick, I would say. Congrats, man. Wait, who is the... I only got a rank 3 for each class type, 5 extremely powerful champs, and 1 rank up for fun. Who's the 1 fun rank up? If I had to guess, I would say Black Widow deodorant, but honestly, I hear that at a rank 3, some people really like her, but she would be the for fun one as far as I could tell. Either way, man, sick roster. Really good. A definitely saved me a bunch when I was getting Cav. You can't use him in all the situations, but he still helps in a lot of them. He does, but there's some crossover between the other champs that he has ranked up. I would still like he was on the list of like maybes, maybe after Kingpin, as far as I'm concerned. Looking at that lineup, I would still take Kingpin over Archangel. For Cav specifically. And also you got to think about what happens after you get Cav, in which you want to do some variants, and Archangel, as powerful as he is, he's not really the best variant champion, you know, whereas Kingpin would be helpful in some of the variants. So he definitely gets the nod as far as I'm concerned for best rank up in that situation. And then you do have extra rank up resources. Yeah. Taking up Archangel to rank 4 wouldn't be a bad call. Kingpin over AA. Is that supposed to be yikes with a J? I'm serious, man. Kingpin, I would go with Kingpin 10 out of 10 times. Like, I wouldn't even have to give it much thought. I think he's way better in that situation. It's deodorant. Her shock damage is insane, but she's honestly super satisfying to play. Yeah, she is pretty smooth. I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of 6-hit champions. Actually, she has 7-hit, right? Both of her mediums are double hits. Usually not a fan of that, but she is a lot smoother than the average double hit champ. So I don't hate her. I just don't love her either. I want you to put your demon voice on and say the script from Home Alone 2 when he's calling to order a hotel room. The ding dang dong. Oh man, the ding dang dong. Oh god. All right, fine. One time, and then I'm turning it off right away, and I'm gonna watch this time to make sure it's off. But at the request of my wife here.
Hello, this is Peter McAllister, the father.
All right, that's it. No more demon voice for the rest of the night. All requests will be denied. Don't try it. BG Taters started a petition for you to do an entire demon voice stream. Did he? So many people signed up for it, including Tater, Slayer, Maximus, Coop, Baxter, me, along with 22 other peeps. Thoughts? Where is this? Was this in the comments? I looked at the comments shortly after I posted it, but I didn't get a chance to look at them after. Or is this someplace else? I am. My girlfriend left me whilst I was in the bathroom with constipation. That's the hardest dump I've ever taken. God. Tom. Wow. Seriously? Boo, man. Take some laxatives. Give her a call. It's not too late. Mend the relationship, damn it. Kent, this is God. I want you to stop touching yourself. Oh, man. The real genius line there. Dude, I thought my game froze for a second. I forgot that you're able to just pause debuffs with Mr. Sinister. I never get a chance to really play this guy because I never had him as a 5 or 6 star, so I didn't even play him in the arena. But that is really cool mechanic. Dude, Mr. Sinister, like, I remember when he came out, so many people were just like really hyped for this dude. And he largely ended up being a defender, which is fine. He's a pretty unique defender, I would say. So he definitely has like a purpose in the game. This stream is laxative. Thank you, Tom. But it would be nice if they gave Mr. Sinister a bit more offensive potential. I mean, sure, you could turn him into a horseman, but you could turn all the mutants into horsemen. If they gave him some other type of synergy, that'd be cool. It's still on? It is not on. You did make me do a double take, though. PG, where you living in America? My address is... No, I'm just kidding. I'm in the Seattle, Washington area, the Northwest. Joe Ace, handing over one of them Canadian bucks. Thank you, dude. Let me see here. My wife told me I had a bad sense of direction. I was so mad. I packed up my stuff and right. Boo. Joe. Do not let yourself become influenced by Tom. Boo. What voice changer app to use for that demon voice? It's actually a piece of hardware. Well, I mean, technically, I guess it's hardware and software, but I have a device that's called Go XLR. A lot of stream type people have it, but it's I just got it because I needed a way to connect my my microphone when I got a new microphone, because it's kind of expensive, but I was like, maybe I'll get some use out of this besides just having a different audio interface for my my microphone. But it looks like this, and yeah, it's just got like different little mixers here. You're able to mute yourself a couple different ways. This was the button right. Okay, so when I'm playing the little sound effects, it comes from these buttons down here, a little sampler. And in order to play it, like I hit the button and hold it, and then I let go of it. And that's what happened yesterday. Is like this button up here changes my voice into a demon or some other things. And I hit it and held it down. And then I let go of it thinking, okay, I'm done. You know, I wanted to say 3 words or 2 words even. Power thirst. So I hit it and held it down, and then I let go of it. And that's why I didn't realize, like, oh crap, it's been on the whole time. You have to hit it once to turn it on and hit it to turn it off. So. Metal Bro. Yeah, over $1.50 with the banana. Where are you at? How good of a Venom substitute is Red Goblin? Can't pull Venom no matter what I do. I can't really tell you. Red Goblin is another champ that I don't have much experience with. I don't know if there's any true replacement to Venom. Just like there's no true replacement for Aegon, even though Strife does a pretty good job. But I don't know how close Red Goblin comes to the Great Venom. Let me see. Trying to get a sense for how his abilities even work. Red Goblin Symbiote reduces ability accuracy of passive evade abilities for hashtag Spider-Verse champions by 100%. Oh, wait, really? How do you get that, though? His symbiote. He doesn't have that just active all the time, does he? Man, he's got really high block proficiency. Just realized it's pretty good. After winning a fight, gain 1 bloodlust for the remainder of the quest. Defeating a hashtag Spider-Verse champ, gain +1 bloodlust. Lose 1 bloodlust when defeated. That sucks that you could lose him. Yeah, let me know how that symbiote thing works, because I mean, honestly, if he just like has that just passively or something like that, then maybe he is a pretty good counter for Spider-Verse champ. Goblin and Venom are very different champs. That evade reduction is a constant passive. Okay, so it is a constant passive. Okay. But reducing it by 100% is different than what Venom says, right? Because a lot of these Spider-Verse champions, they have over 100%, don't they? Depending on the node that they're on. How does that actually work? Yeah, because this one just says Spider-Verse heroes, all attacks ignore passive evade effects. It's like, it's the difference between like a guaranteed crit and a 100% crit chance kind of thing, you know? That whole weird way of different things being written in this game, but they actually have different things that happen. Exactly increased evade percent will beat out his reduction. Okay. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That right there seems like a pretty big difference. I hear Red Goblin is a bit on the underrated side, so he might still be useful. I know MSD has some videos. I wish I could tell you more, Metal Bro, but I really haven't messed with him too much. So that's kind of all I got, is check out some content that MSD made, and maybe you can get a sense for it by watching that, you know. But yeah, there's Venom is he's irreplaceable, so hopefully you pull him soon too. Do they synergize together? I'm sure they do, right? What is their synergy together? Family Feud, Red Goblin, lose 1 less bloodlust when defeated. Oh. Ugh. That's kind of lame. So all they do is just take away that negative side to it. Meh. I don't like that interaction at all. I don't mind champions having some like downsides, but it feels like they wrote in that downside just to give them a synergy to take it away. Even if that's not the thought process and how things developed, when that's how it ends up, that's how it feels, which is why I don't like it. Venom reduced the duration of Venom's Clintar buff by 30%. I think that just means he gains his buffs faster, right? Is that what that means? I don't really know. Anyway. Jacob sending over 5. Thank you, dudes. Saying, good evening, BG. Just thought about this, but why isn't Mystique in MCOC yet? And how would they do her specials since she shapeshifts? Well, you kind of answered your own question, believe it or not. Mystique was a champion that has been talked about since day 1 in this game, and it's been brought up to the devs at Comic-Con. They've talked about her in interviews and things like that. And the reason that they always gave as to why Mystique is not in the game yet is because they don't have the tech that they want for Mystique. So when a fight starts, 2 champions are loaded in. Sometimes only 1 champion's loaded in if it's a mirror match, but 2 champions are usually loaded in, right? So Mystique, if they wanted to, they could just have Mystique copy the opponent. But they've always said that doesn't truly feel like Mystique. Mystique can kind of copy any opponent, right? But the problem with that is then if she can, like, you know, shapeshift mid-fight, then you'd have to load in more champions. Now, this is the response that they gave to it like years ago. This is before we had pre-fight abilities or a bunch of the other tech that now exists in game. So now maybe they could design her whereas when you defeat an opponent, maybe you collect a new pre-fight ability that you can kind of shapeshift, you know, on whatever pre-fight you select, something like that. I don't know. There's different options that they have these days, but maybe they still feel like this is still maybe not right, and maybe they have plans to develop some more tech in the future that we just don't know about. Just like the pre-fights, we didn't know about the pre-fights until we got them, right? So there might be other tech that they're working on that we just don't know of yet, and maybe that's when Mystique will be added. But yeah, it sounds like they just really want to, you know, do Mystique right, and they just didn't have the capabilities to make her the way they wanted. So the first time I went to Comic-Con, someone, like, I didn't even think to ask about Mystique, but I was talking to Gabe with a few other people around. This is before like any of the YouTubers would go too. Talking real early days here, and yeah, someone else had asked about Mystique, and that was the answer given. So, why is Quicksilver not in game? I don't know. It could be for the same reason. Maybe they want to add more tech to, you know, have champions that have like that ultra speed to them or whatever. I don't know. Also, you know, they don't just add all of the most popular champions one after another. They like to stagger it. If you notice, usually the most hype, the most anticipated champions, they normally come out later in the year. Like when Doom and Silver Surfer came out, it was later in the year. When Apocalypse and Professor X came out later in the year. They kind of build to these champions, and then typically, you know, people are more willing to spend around the holidays as well, so that's probably why they do it too. It kind of sucks because sometimes, you know, I mean, it's not always the case that like the start of the year has lesser known champions. I mean, we're about to get Odin, right? He's of course very well known, someone that's been requested forever. I think we got like Thing one time real early in the year too, right? So, but it often does end up being like later on in the year, some of the bigger ones. They got to keep the hype spread out, keep people playing. Did you have any idea who's getting buffed this month? 0. They have not mentioned anything about the new champion buffs for April yet. Mystique only copies the form, not the powers. Now the X-Man Mimic copies powers. He'd be pretty nifty. Oh, okay. Interesting. Huh. Well, I don't know what they would do for her then. Maybe she wouldn't copy powers, but maybe she would copy for like synergies. Because you would trick the game into thinking you know have that champion on your team, even though obviously the game knows everything, but they could code it to maybe be a little clever workaround or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what their plans are for Mystique. PG bought Casket 6 and got a 5-star Dragon Man from a 5-star Crystal. Nice. Really fun champ to play, to be honest. Yeah, Dragon Man, he seems pretty legit. A lot of my alliance mates, they're chasing Dragon Man. Seems much stronger than people originally thought when he first came out, maybe. New definition of BG: if it ain't the man who ignores me every time and is a total muffin head. Muffin's shape is just like your top hit, by the way. Okay. I guess. Sure. Just make a rogue 2.0, but so the buff steal mechanic is actually useful, not all janky. Oh god, I just want them to buff rogue, because it's a cool mechanic. The buff steal thing, but it is pretty lame. The duration is so short. Yeah, like Rogue, she was another one of those champions that was highly anticipated when she first came out, and people did like Rogue when she first came out. People still do like Rogue, but she always just felt a little bit on the little meh side. I don't know. It's the buff steal thing, because her life steal is fine. Her damage is a little bit on the weaker side. It always was, but it was fine enough at the time. These days, it could use a little bit of an increase, but also some of that comes from stealing buffs, right? If you steal a bunch of Fury buffs, well, then your attack skyrockets and everything. Hashtag buff Rogue, hashtag buff Phoenix. Oh, man. They could just add Dark Phoenix, too. But yeah, Phoenix is definitely another one of those that was a big letdown for people. She only stayed relevant at all because of her high prestige. That was it. Gee, what does Eminem use when he fights? Martial arts. Redwood. Boo. 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 Views on WandaVision. I haven't watched WandaVision. No spoilers, just a reminder, it would be immediately banned. Don't even make jokes. Those jokes are less funny than the jokes that I boo. And because I don't know what are jokes and what are not, you will just get banned. Reminder to all the little kids out there, this ain't school. You're not gonna get attention. You're just gonna get banned. So don't. Considering Phoenix Prestige, please just buff her. Yeah, I hope they do. What about Rogue with Cap Marvel and Longshot synergy? She's much better. Yeah, that synergy is pretty good with Cap Marvel, but it doesn't fix what's fundamentally wrong with the champ. Like that increases her damage output a bit, but it doesn't fix the fact that stealing buffs still has a stupidly short duration to it. And yeah. When is the spoiler ban lifted? The show's over. We can give it some more time. It just ended. Give people a little bit more time. Hood's buff was pretty decent, but I hope Kabam learned a lesson and choose relatively useless champs to buff instead of trying to tweak mid-level champs like Hood that some people like. I don't want them to do that, man. I hope that's not the lesson they learned. That's bad, in my opinion, what you're describing. Do some champions need buffs more than others? Yes. But some champs are close to being good, and if they could take a champ that is almost good and make them good, then I want them to do that too. I don't want them just to look at the absolute bottom of the barrel champs. The reason people didn't like the hood buff was because they took away one part of his kit. So if anything, that would be the lesson to learn, is don't take away a fundamental piece of the kit. But I like that they buffed Angela. She wasn't a terrible champ, but now she's a great champ. Now she's actually relevant. Hey man, what is the best synergy? And sorry, yesterday's spam. So sorry. It's all good. At least as long as you don't spam again. But what is the best? Just you talking about just best synergy in the game, just in general? I mean, it's all situational, dude. My favorite synergy, I can tell you that one at least, is the Void and Killmonger synergy, where Void heals every time he lands a one of his unique debuffs on the opponent. But best synergy, it's all relative to what you're doing. If you could add one character from DC to MCOC, what would it be? Probably the Penguin, just because he was played by Danny DeVito. And yeah, if they could add the Penguin to this game, that'd be sweet. Also, the buff steal proximity is so crazy small. The proximity? What do you mean the proximity? She just gets it whenever she touches the opponent, right? You mean it should be like an aura? Or something? Alright, Kingpin. You want to get out of my face? Please. Which arena is this? It's the Sunday Shard Arena. I don't remember the name of it. But just the highest Shard Arena. It's on Sundays. They should buff Phoenix to where a special 3 turns her into Dark Phoenix and gives her a mega buff, kind of like Airwalker special 3. That'd be interesting. Wouldn't be opposed to that. I will say though, Kabam, they usually don't mess with animations just because it takes them so much longer to do, which is why like Miles Morales, he's getting a tweak with his animations, but or he probably will, they said, but it's gonna take much longer to get that buff out. Although I guess turning into Dark Phoenix probably wouldn't be as intensive with the animation change because they already made a Dark Phoenix. And if they just kept like the same animation but just turned her into the Dark Phoenix after that, I feel like they could do that. Should give Rogue a Massacre type buff. I think that is where the stolen buffs last longer. Lifesteal takes more life. Power Steal takes more power, etc. Yeah. There's a lot of champions that could benefit from the Massacre style buff. I think Iron Man Infinity War is another one. I know they kind of gave him a little bit of a buff with the Stealth Spidey synergy, but that needs to be made just baseline and then create a new synergy between them. For real. Like, man. That's one thing I don't really like about this game is that certain like the way they tried to fix champions in the past, like I don't know, certain synergies are cool. If you give a champion a synergy, like okay, let's go back to Rogue as the example. So Rogue and Cap Marvel, they have a synergy. Rogue's side of it is that now like 15% of her total damage you just add onto it as like energy damage, and that's pretty sweet. If they were to try to say, okay, we're gonna make it so that now her buff steal mechanic is actually working like it should, through the synergy, that'd be garbage, because then you have to bring those two champions. That's what I feel like it is with Infinity Man and Stealth Spidey. Like, if you're against an easy opponent, like, you're just in Realm of Legends where the opponents don't have special 3s, you can get plasmas going with Infinity Man. It's no problem without the synergy. But if you're in real content, there's no way, man. It's gonna drop off. Like, that synergy is just, it's necessary. That duration is necessary. So when they have certain synergies like that, I really dislike it. There's other ones that are like somewhere in between, and I think those ones are fine. Like, I would say Omega Red and Sabretooth. A lot of people view that Sabretooth synergy as like being necessary, but you could still keep up the death spores without it. It's a nice bonus, but that one I feel like it really is fine enough even without the synergy. And then that synergy is just like a nice bonus. So it's kind of a fine line to it. Anyway, Jacob sending over another 5. Thank you, dude. Saying, Roland, what is that? RL a super scroll with the powers of Colossus, Cyclops, Nightcrawler, and Wolverine. This super scroll sounds cool. What do you think, PG? What is that first word? What am I missing? Probably something really obvious that's going over my head. But if they just made a new super scroll with those powers, it'd be cool. 3 out of 4 of those characters I really liked growing up as a kid. Oh, come on. Did I really just die to this freaking clown here, man? I was never a big fan of Cyclops growing up, but Colossus, Nightcrawler, and Wolverine, I always thought those guys were super cool. Colossus and Nightcrawler, I always played them in the arcade game. And then Wolverine, I mean, who doesn't love Wolverine? Dude's awesome. But, yeah, if they combined, if they took all 4 of those and made like a new super scroll entity type thing, sure. Let's see it, man. Basically like a metal version of Wolverine. Well, like metal on the outside version of Wolverine that can shoot lasers out of their eyes and is carrying a sword for no reason. Even though he has claws built in, he's still carrying the sword. Hell yeah. Love to see that. Stroking my sabers and Overbuck saying, "Hey BG, I know you're a big fan of Kingpin, but if given the chance, would you rank up Kingpin or Cosmic Ghost Rider to rank 3, both unduped?" I would personally go with Cosmic Ghost Rider. I am a big fan of Kingpin, but Cosmic Ghost Rider can do some nutty things, and he's less dependent on his Awaken ability. I was about to say Red Skull. Just because he's the skill class and the skill class is red. Kingpin, he doesn't like depend on his Awaken ability by any means, but it is a nice bonus for him, for sure. I would say a more important bonus for him than probably Cosmic Ghost Riders. And yeah, I mean, a lot of that choice, I will say, comes from my want to do a Legends run. So if I wasn't doing a Legends run, I probably still would go with Cosmic Ghost Rider just because he's such a nutty champion in general. But the Legends run potential of using Cosmic Ghost Rider, like, that just puts it way over the top to the point where I wouldn't even have to think about it. I would just for sure go Cosmic Ghost Rider. But yeah, like I said, even without the Legends run, I probably still would go Cosmic Ghost Rider. They're different class types, so the nice part is you can just rank them both up at different times. So I wouldn't even sweat the decision too much. But CGR. Wolverine carried a sword a ton in a solo comic? Really? Interesting. I had like 1 through 150 of his solo comic, and I technically still have some of the special edition ones in my closet here. I don't remember seeing a sword on the cover of the comics. And again, that was a really long time ago that I actually collected those, so. And I never opened them up. I only saw the covers. Never read a single one. What a waste. Just Hyper sending over Buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, BG, you should start something called hashtag Deadpool Buff because he is an awesome character in real life. Does he exist in real life? And I know what you mean, though, like outside of the game. It needs a god tier buff like Magneto because currently he is a bad champ. You know, for a while, people... I'm going to die to this, aren't I? Green Goblin actually does a lot of damage on his special 3, and Rocket does not have a lot of health. I might be dead here. But for a while, Red Deadpool, at least, the other Deadpool was never really anything. But the Red Deadpool, bastard, was actually regarded as a champion that was really useful in like Alliance quests and stuff like that, because he just had that steady heal going for him. These days, other champions have that, and that's not even such a unique ability. It's still a little bit unique to him. But yeah, these days he really doesn't have much going for him at all. Not to mention he's not available as higher level champs. But if you're looking for someone to start a movement to try to buff Deadpool, you might be talking to the wrong person, because the Red Deadpool I will never be able to get. He is the only champion that is 100% paywalled. So without spending money, there is no possible way to get Red Deadpool. The other Deadpool, X-Pool Dead Force. Okay, maybe I could be on board with that. maybe I could be on board with that and say buff him. Sure. Your voice makes my cat attack me. Oh my goodness. What's your cat's name? I'm gonna call your cat out right now. Down Garfield. It's the only famous cat name that I know off the top of my head. Oh, no! Tried to do the heavy attack. I could have just finished with a medium, but I tried to do it in style. What a jerk. Maurice? Oh, Maurice. Settle down. Go sniff some catnip. I'm gonna spray you with the water hose if you don't stop attacking Stash. Who is the most overrated character? Most overrated character? I would say Nicholas Fury. All right, hear me out. Fury, he's obviously very strong. His synergies, just as a champion, all around, like defense, offense, he's very strong. However, there's a lot of bleed immunes in this game. And in those situations, it doesn't really feel too good to play him. He's fairly reliant on deep wounds. Sure, you could play the champ without deep wounds, and I do all the time, because I don't really turn the mastery on too much. But his damage goes up so much with deep wounds that it just kind of feels a little bit bad not using deep wounds when you're playing the champion. But I intentionally picked a really good champion. There's not that many things I can negatively say about Fury. He is very good. I just think that if we're talking about champs that are overrated, we gotta pick someone who's really good, but maybe just slightly given too much credit to. I don't know. He's the first one that came to mind. Don't try to fight me. I have him ranked up, okay? He's helped me out in the Abyss. He's helped me out in plenty of places. Hey, Brian, did you watch back your demon voice thing from last night? Did you laugh? Deej, I posted a video, so yeah, I watched it back. Oh man, I posted a little stream clip earlier. I think I had more fun making the thumbnail than I did watching the video. For some reason, the thumbnail, I had no idea what I was gonna do for the thumbnail. But then there's like one part which I included at the very end of the video again, where the laugh, for whatever reason, like my own laugh, that part just sounded really evil. And then I was like, oh man, I'm gonna use this for the thumbnail. This is it right here. I don't know if demon is gonna come across from this picture, but from the sound at least, this is the most demonic part of of that whole experience. So yeah. Just hypers and overbuck. Thank you, dude. Saying BG, if you had a restaurant, what would you name it? I got a good one. Baldy's Cuisine. Oh, I feel like that would be more of like a, like lean cuisine. That's what it reminded me of. So maybe it's food to make you bald. Oh, by the way, one last thing about Fury. Not that good for the variants. Okay, just saying. I think he's a great champion to have ranked up. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying maybe save him for once you have a couple champs ranked up. All right. Anyway, back to the restaurant name. Restaurant name. I feel like it'd be something bean related for sure. Maybe just beans and stuff, because I don't really want to dictate what goes with your beans. But if you're going into my restaurant, you're getting some beans, but then you get to customize it, so beans and stuff. Yeah, I feel like that'd be it. Beans and stuff. You guys want to eat at my restaurant? Baldy's bean bags. Oh man. Actually, okay, I actually really like that, because here's what I'm thinking. Instead of to-go little like those little styrofoam container things, we just serve you with like in a Ziploc bag. So think about like Chipotle, right? And you're like going down the little assembly line of food, and you get to pick out anything you want. But instead of putting it in a bowl or a burrito, we just scoop it and put it right in a Ziploc bag for you to take. All these bean bags. There we go. That's it. That's the one. Does it sound appetizing for you guys? Oh man. BG unpeeled cuisine. Cuisine sounds so fancy. That's the only thing I don't like about the cuisine. I mean, I'm not a fancy guy, I want this to be a place for everybody. You don't gotta get dressed up in a fancy suit or a dress. All these bean bags. That is it. BG, who was the first character you fell in love with? Rocket. He was my first favorite. And nowadays, not so good. What would the website be? Or wait, what would the website for your restaurant look like? Oh, wait. That'd be dope. Get out of here, man. Can you show us all of your soundboards? I mean, there's not much to show. I don't have like a lot of the parts of it set up. just because I add little things as, you know, as time goes on. There's a few things that I already know I want to add and I just haven't done yet. And yeah, I don't want to just go through all like the different ways that it can modify my voice or something like that. So hashtag justice for bean thing. I mean, updating my little soundboard here and the bean thing emoji, they're like the same category of eventualities, and I just been doing other stuff. There's gonna be some really big changes soon. So tomorrow everything's probably gonna look the same, maybe, depending. Like I'm going to I'm getting a standing desk. I've been sitting down at this desk forever, and I'm getting a standing desk. It's something I've always wanted, just because I know how inactive of a person I am, and especially once I moved to Washington, I haven't really been able to play drums out here. I'm just way too inactive. So if I could at least just stand. Like, obviously that's not exercise, but it still will be better for me if I can sometimes stand, right? So I'm getting a standing desk, and it should come in tomorrow, but I don't know what time. And if it's early enough, then I can start making some of the changes that I've been wanting to make for a long time. Because I have some other things that you guys will see as time goes on. So if tomorrow might still look pretty much the same, but then after that, yeah, the changes are finally gonna start happening, and I'm so excited for it. I'm really happy too. Like the standing desk, when I looked at them in the past, they always seemed so expensive. But then there's this one at Home Depot. Actually, it's like a workbench. Actually, it's not a desk per se. You could use that as a desk, and it was $200, which for like a high quality like standing desk that's gonna last a long time, I feel like $200. Oh man, that's so much better than some of the other ridiculous numbers that I've heard in the past that are like, oh yeah, $1,500, and you could be standing at your desk. What the hell, man? It's not electric. It's one of those like hand crank ones, like old car style where you gotta hand crank down the window. But that's almost better because that way it can't break down with the like the motor dies or something, you know. But yeah, I'm pumped about it. Usually you're gonna do the side quest now. Not right now, no. Although I probably should get out of this arena, huh? I'll do one last round. Put me over 3 million points. Maybe that'll do something. I probably should hop in a different arena. Maybe I'll just go scoop up some of the unit milestones in the other thing. Did you check Costco? I didn't check Costco, but I don't have a Costco membership anyway. This was recommended by this desk. I saw it in like a YouTube video. And yeah, the dude has a really good channel, so I was like, I trust this guy. So I mean, sometimes it can be pretty overwhelming trying to figure out like all the different things that you want to get, because of course you don't want to waste money on something, right? You want to make sure because some of the stuff's really expensive, so you want to make sure you're getting money's worth and everything, right? And you don't end up with some piece of garbage with the countless options out there. But at the same time, like, oh man, I could probably spend 20 hours just browsing the internet, looking at different desks and trying, you know, sorting through reviews and all that. At some point, you just got to be like, okay, this one's pretty good, and the price seems really reasonable. I'm getting it. Which desk is it? I'm looking for a standing desk. don't know the name off the top of my head. I ordered it like a little while ago. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, it's Husky was the name of it, I think. Home Depot. I think it's a workbench, actually. Even though I'm gonna be using it as a desk. Let me see. And there's different sizes. The largest one I think is like close to $300, but I didn't get the largest one. Yeah, I can't find the exact model I got. I don't want to spend too much time looking, but if you just search up like Home Depot Husky workbench or something like that, I'll when I actually get it, I'll if you remind me, if you ask me again what the name is, I'll probably be able to tell you exactly what it's called. What's the dude's channel name? Well, hold on, that I could find. Because I am subscribed to the guy. Hang on. DSLR video shooter. Is the name of his channel. So yeah, he reviews all types of fancy camera and setup type stuff. But it's a really solid channel. And the desk, he was showing it off in one of his videos. Or I think a couple of his videos, because I watched like a bunch of them. Speed up D. Speeding over a buck. Saying I love you. Dude, I always think to myself, like as I was like fading away over here, I'm just thinking like, yep, somebody's just joined the channel for the first time and they're watching me actually just fall to pieces. But I can't help it, dude. But Speed Up D, thank you, man. Appreciate you as always, dude. Are you subscribed to PewDiePie? No, I'm not. I don't dislike him either, but I'm not subscribed to him. How developed should your roster be to go for 4-star featured arena? Any tips and tricks? To be honest, the 4-star featured arena is not an arena that you should be focusing on. When you're at the point of the game where 4 stars really matter to you, you should really be focused on 2 things. Number 1, milestones. Just get as many milestones as you possibly can. And number 2, the 4-star basic arena. All of the featured champions, they come through in the basic arena. It takes like 6 months. So I get it, sometimes you don't want to wait, but it's so much less effort and your overall progression will be so much better. You'll move on to 5-star champions much more quickly. So yeah, my advice is not to go for top rewards in the 4-star featured. The people who the people who can go for 4-star featured, what I recommend at least, it's like people who let me just go from the top of the roster. I don't even care. It's like people who they've got a roster like mine where it's not going to take a significant amount of time to do it, just kind of add on. And even then, I don't go for the 4-star featured. What's up, Star, by the way? I think Star's already gone with the hello and good night. Good night, Star. Is 5-star unawakened Co-Obsidian worth ranking up? Bruno, it's a little debatable. It depends on the rest of your champions. Co-Obsidian, he's got a problem where his block proficiency is pretty low, and he's the type of champion where you want to parry a lot. This way you can use your heavy attacks. So he ends up being a little bit of a liability. It, ends up costing a bit more resources to run a champion like Cole. But his damage output is great. So he's not a bad champion. If you don't have other cosmic options, then he can be worth ranking. However, if you have other cosmic options that are actually good, you should probably go with the other cosmic options. That's the way I look at it. One who messed up at Kabam made Quest 7 easier than Quest 6 in side quest. Oh, I heard about that. I haven't done enough of Quest 6 to unlock 7 yet, but yeah, apparently the PI of the opponents in there are much lower or something like that. I'll probably fix it. So get it in while you can. BG just got back in MCOC. I pulled the 4-star Medusa as my first 4-star. Nice. And then I dupe Medusa the following day. Should I rank her up? Absolutely, yeah. Medusa's still a very powerful champ. Very simple to play. Definitely worth ranking up. Yup. BG just naturally duped 6-star Mole God. Is he worth rank 3 in your opinion? Yes, he is. I've watched Alliance mates use Mole God in Alliance War, General Questing. He's a villain. I mean, well, for rank 3s, you're probably already done with the variants, or if you're not done with them, then you probably already have the champions for them. But yeah, sometimes you need villains, sometimes you need XL champions. He's got that covered. He's got decent utility, strong damage. Mole God is pretty good. I love how you're always concerned about what first-time viewers think when everyone in the chat is talking about Cranch, Stark Spidey 3-star cutoff, bald caps, and beans and bananas. That's true, man. Most of the stuff I'm saying doesn't make sense to someone who just found the channel. And honestly, I mean, I don't care that much anyway. I just think it's funny, more so than caring of what someone thinks. It just cracks me up. All right, dude, can you get out of my face, Guardian? Thank you. You am bald. Is that a swaggy Spodester in here? A wild swaggy Spoder. What up, dude? What up, Baldy? What up, Big Red? You streaming the Women's Day Boss Rush, or you depriving me as usual? Does that come out tomorrow? I'm gonna check the in-game mail thing. Hold on a sec. If it comes out tomorrow, then I'm probably depriving you. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream it. I was just talking about how I'm getting a new desk tomorrow, and I'm really pumped for it. Because it's a standing desk or a workbench, but I'm using it as desk anyway. And I've been wanting to kind of change this area for a while, and I've wanted a standing desk for like, I don't know, a decade. So yeah, I'm just pumped. I'm probably still gonna be sitting down for the most part. I'm still pumped for it. And I'm getting that tomorrow, and then I have to kind of, move take everything off my current desk, get it out of here, and then assemble the new one and all that stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do the boss rush first before I tear everything down. There's a slight chance that I won't be streaming tomorrow night, but I think I'll still be here. But I'll update on Twitter if that's the case. I'll probably still be here. If anything, it'd only be one day that I wouldn't be here, but aha, International Women's Day Boss Rush. Dude, I love this new update tab. This is great. I no longer have to go to the forums just to try to find an exact date or something like that. Okay, last 2 weeks, so March 8th to March 22nd. Yeah, I'll probably try to do it tomorrow. I can't do it at 10 a.m. right when it goes live. Laura's actually going to be using my computer at that time for something. So, zero chance of that happening. She's going to be using my computer for like 2 hours. So, noon would be the earliest. And yeah. I'll do it then, I guess. BG, do you like Lego sets? Nah, I've never really been into Legos. Trying to decide between getting the DeLorean from Back to the Future or the car from Ghostbusters. Oh, those both sound pretty sweet, though. You know who's really into Legos? Panda Man Pete. He's super into Lego stuff. You know what? Alright, fine. Let's do a little bit of the side quest. I was just going to keep playing Arena. But F it. Let's hop into this. Big Red, send over another buck saying, let me rephrase, are you going to stream it all? Oh, yeah. If I'm doing it, I'm streaming it. Happy for you and your new desk. Now you can stand without your pants on. Oh, so that is one thing, though. I am going to have to wear pants. Yeah. I am going to have to wear pants. And I don't know how I feel about it. Tonight might be my last night without pants on. In a way, it'll be good. Because, well, I never wear pants. And as an adult, sometimes you have to wear pants. So. Wait, why would you have to wear pants? Because, dude, people can see my junk if I don't. Not all the time, obviously, but what's gonna be pretty interesting about it is I'm not tethered to the desk in any way or to my computer in any way. The only reason I'm tethered to the desk is my phone being attached, but I could just put my phone down. And then the microphone's here, but it's not attached to me. So if I don't know, man, if I'm trying to get fired up to do a fight, I might be running around back there, you know? So I'm gonna need to cover up my junk. Gonna need some pants. I might need to do a few push-ups, get the blood flowing, you know what I mean? So. Won't the camera rise with you? So wouldn't it be the same perspective? It's going to be a pretty similar perspective. There's another part to it that's going to change the perspective slightly. But yeah, that'll be for the most part the same. But like I said, I you know, when I'm sitting, no matter what, you guys can't see anything going on underneath the desk, right? But when I'm standing, there's a chance that it could happen, you know what I mean? So I'll be wearing pants. Brian Graham will start an OnlyFans for us. Oh god. Korg, please stop. Whew, that was a close call. Those adapters are so overpriced. Oh, incredibly overpriced. Yeah, man. These things, these stupid little things, they're like 45 bucks. It's literally 3 inches of cable for 45 bucks. I gotta restart my game. It is super laggy right now. Oh god, that doesn't mess up my quest, does it? Better not. But yeah, you pretty much have to have the adapter. You can get a knockoff brand adapter, but I've heard those have issues with them too. So I just got the official Apple one. Gave them all my money. Wait, so you always stream with a shirt but no pants? That's correct. Like, I'm not wearing pants right now. I'd show you, but it's probably for the best that I don't. You know? What are the Women Day boss rush rewards? No one knows. Last year, I think it was a 5-star, like 10,000 5-star shards. Don't expect anything too crazy. It's more just for fun. It's just a cool event where, you know, 6 people from the community get to design fights for other people to go through, and you get a bit of rewards. And it'll be, you know, somewhat challenging depending on where you're currently at in the game. Please do not feel bad if you can't complete the challenge. It really is more just a fun community thing rather than you have to do it kind of thing. 3 inches of dongle, that's true. This is 3 inches of dongle right here. EG, what are your predictions for boss rush rewards? Oh yeah, I was just saying it. It'll probably be better than last year's, but I don't know. They might just keep it the same and be 10,000 5-star shards. I don't know. BG, the quest you're doing now, does the tier you're in Coke? Does that come from how far in the game you are? So sort of. If you, I think it was for Cavalier level players, or maybe it was uncollected as well, they kind of bumped you up your starting point in the side quest. But what, like, you basically get a reward at the end of this. Here, I'll show you as soon as I finish this fight how it works. Nah, I don't feel like using. Okay, I was gonna use cable, but nah, after that I'll just flame on here with torch. But I'm gonna get a reward at the end of this, and then I'm gonna take it into a... Oh, uncollected was the cutoff? Okay. And then I'm gonna take it to a shop, and I'm not gonna have enough to afford the next tier, but you can still see what you would do if you don't already know. I mean, you might already know, but just in case. Alright, so this is like the 6th quest. So I gained 10 of these Uru. And if we back out, go to the store, Odin's Armory. So I already bought the entire top row, and then the first one in the second row. And that came just from, yeah, being uncollected, I guess. And now I want to buy this one, which will unlock the 7th difficulty, but I don't have enough Uru. Still 25 short, so that means I have to play a number 6 again, and I gotta do this one 3 more times total till I get 50. Let me pull in some different champions here, maybe. Let's mess with Kingpin a bit. Let's get Kingpin. I'm gonna keep Torch in there. I'm gonna get rid of these 2 though. I'll get Kingpin, and let's see. We'll go with this synergy to start the fight with 2 rage. Actually, here, we're gonna ditch these guys too. Whoops. Don't need you, don't need you. Let's get the extra ability accuracy. Throw Joe Fix It. And maybe I'll just put Warlock back on the team. There we go. Let's do it. When you say what part you're at in the game for the Women's Day event, what do you mean? Oh, for the Women's Day event? No. The Women's Day event, well, I just meant like it'll be easy if you have high level champions, but if you don't have high level champions, don't expect it to be easy. That's all I meant. It's going to be the same difficulty for everyone across the board, as far as I know, at least. That's how they've always done it in the past, I think. But Yeah, that's all I meant by it. Let's pop the special one here. That degen. Ah, it didn't prevent her thing. Tier 7 core was less difficult than I thought it'd be. Tier 7 seems bugged. A lot of people are saying. How does BG have gold pool? I've got gold pool. There was a when gold pool first came out, they did like a Willy Wonka style event for them, where you could basically get golden tickets, or you can just pull gold pool out of the crystal like you can today. But when he first came out, yeah, there's a special event so you can get these golden tickets. And I didn't pull him, but I did get a ticket, and that ticket let you go into the arena. Oof, got blasted by that. And I ranked high enough in the event to get gold pool. Spent 5,000 freaking units on those crystals just to get the ticket, which a lot of people spent a lot less to get the ticket. Anyway. Static seeing it over to saying, what's up, BG? Hashtag fun money. Static. Appreciate it as always, man. Thank you very much for the fund money. I haven't looked in a couple days now. I know some new AMD cards are coming out. I'm hoping that helps to lower the price. But yeah, I gotta take a look at that stuff again. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much for the 2. Hope you're doing well tonight. Obster Kermit sending over another buck as well. Saying, BG, I just looked at an old Alliance Mates account and he pulled the 6-star Mangog. Proof at tweet. Okay. Let's see here. Well, congrats to your friend. I don't even know how good he is. I hear he's a little bit on the underwhelming side, but still really cool to get him. This is a sweet profile too. Definitely a very unique profile picture. Congrats. It'd be sweet having that guy. Dude, now, the more I think about it, it'd be awesome having that guy as a profile picture. It's your top champ, you know? This is why it sucks running suicides with Torch. Your incinerates don't last at all until you get your temperature up, or until your bleeds drop off, or in this case, both. Now it's good again. Later, Loki. Vincenzo sent over a buck saying hashtag hashtag dongle fund 2021. Wow, thank you, dude. Appreciate you for the dongle fund. Thanks, man. Just a reminder, don't spam people. Who's your favorite champ to play with? Favorite one is Man God. He's not the strongest champ in the game, but I just like his playstyle. I think he's fun. You might get him in your profile when you're popping those Odin calves in a couple weeks. He would never hit my profile because I'd have to rank him up and sig him up and stuff like that, and unless I naturally awaken him a couple times or something, he's not going to take over Sorcerer Supreme. But I wouldn't be mad if I pulled him. Like, that'd be sweet. Static send over another 2 saying I haven't looked in a few, but still high, I'm sure. Yeah. Dude, for a second I read that as but I'm still high. I was like, oh, okay. like that's the reason why you haven't looked. But yeah, I mean, I have no doubt either. It's probably still very high. I have no doubt. I just want to see like a downward trend. I'd be so pumped if they even just went down like 10% in price, because that means like there's hope that eventually they'd be reasonably priced. All right, let's do it again. Wait, you're popping calves? I'm considering it. It's not set in stone, but I'm considering it. The reason okay, let me back up here for a second too and say that I have not played this champion even a single time. We have access to him on the CCP, but I haven't played him. Probably not very surprising to you guys because I'm always behind when it comes to playing these new champs. So yeah, I legit have no idea if he's any good. He could be total trash for all I know. The only reason currently that I'm considering popping calves. Man, really? You still activated that? I feel like I should have been able to prevent that. Anyway, the only reason, let me quickly go to Aunt Meg, because you know what? It's easier if I show it this way. The only reason is his oh wow, I just realized too they actually named it the All-Father Odin's Vault. Does this just give you units? Anyway, it's his cross-fight pre-fight ability where he gives you 3 buffs. And I didn't even know this until someone pointed it out, but the buffs, they scale with star level. And it's kind of a big difference. The 5-star, I don't know how impactful these buffs are going to be, but like just looking at the shock resistance buff, it says this one grayed out is for the 5-star. Each fight gain an indefinite shock resist buff, increasing shock resistance by 80%, and the 6-star has 90%. But it's kind of deceptive. You think like, oh, difference between 80 and 90%, it's not that big of a deal. Why do you need the 6-star? Why don't you just grind for the 5-star? Well, it kind of is a big deal. 'Cause when you think about it, it's actually like 50% less damage that you're taking. Because if you look at it as if you're only taking 20% of the full amount of shock with the 5-star, well, you're only taking 10% of the full amount of shock from, if you have the 6-star. So it's actually a 50% less damage for the 6-star version, which sometimes can make or break the champion's ability to need an immunity or get by with just something like that. So if the champion's garbage, you know what? I probably won't pop any calves for him. But if he's actually good, like when else? This is the problem though. This is why I made that video not that long ago. How else can you get 6-star champions right now besides opening up calves? Even if you pop open featured crystals, the featured 6-star crystals. Buddy, can you throw your specials? Thank you. Even if you pop open featured 6-star crystals, the first opportunity is still 100 days away. Over 100 days away. And I don't pop featured 6-star crystals even, so everything just kind of pushes you to open up calves in this game as a way to get champions within a reasonable amount of time. So yeah. We get raided. Hashtag Rob Von Raid. Thank you for the raid, dude. Appreciate it, man. Alright. Let's do this fight. Just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Could be fighting. Pop good calves like CGR calves or something when he comes around. Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly just looking to empty out my unit stash. So I'm still really like anti-calf crystal. When I first started thinking about popping calves, I actually thought it was a 1.5% chance. But that's 1.5% chance for any 6-star. It's like 0.31% chance that you're actually going to get a 6-star Odin. So realistically, it's probably just going to set me back rather than help me if I pop open calves, unless I get very lucky. Just playing purely odds here, it'd be better to not go for him. So we'll see what actually happens. Let's wait until like embargo dates are up and stuff like that, so we can more closely examine if Odin is even a good champion. Is the way I'm looking at it, because I'm not just gonna blindly go into the Cav crystals without knowing his abilities. GG, doing a side quest before the last day? A little bit, yeah. Not a ton, but a little bit. It sounds like a completely irresponsible decision. Do it. Yeah. I bet that's how a lot of people want to see that. Howdy BG, thanks for the raid again, dude. Are you a bigger fan of attacker champs or support champs like Heimdall? I mean, I like them both, but of course I'm a bigger fan of the champs I'm actually attacking with. But I do like some support champs. So I don't mind having a little supporter every once in a while, you know. You know what? I never checked something about the arena. Like, am I close to a milestone? Or did I never started? Oh, no, this was the arena started. Okay. I'm close to those 20 units. Let me snag those 20 units, man. It'll be worth it. I mean, it's the whole reason why I joined that arena in the first place. It'd be pretty bad if I spent the 10,000 battle chips and didn't pick these things up. So I think it'll be like 2 quick rounds of the arena for 20 units. Worth. What's your favorite parts of this game? The community, for sure. A lot of games have like really toxic communities, and to be honest, I don't always mind toxic communities. You know, sometimes they're really funny. Like a lot of games I like, they're like more competitive, like Dota, for example. And Dota, pretty toxic community. But it also makes it interesting. It makes it fun. But I mean, it would be too much if just every day, you know, you're just around that type of environment. So yeah, the community here is great. And I would say, as far as like the actual game itself, I just like the fact that this game doesn't hold your hand and your decisions actually matter. So many games these days, the developers design the games so that like it's very intentional that you like can't make a mistake. It's not always good. Like these side quests, I think there should be a little bit more leeway here so that they're less confusing and things like that. But when it comes to like, you know, we have limited rank up resources, for example, and that makes you have to make some pretty tough choices when deciding which champion to rank up. You know, not just the champions that we play, but everything we do in this game, it matters. And it just feels good playing a game where like your decisions actually matter, you know? So that's my favorite part. Managing resources, trying to figure out how to go about getting some of these better champs in my roster. You know, even like the dual class crystal. We didn't even always have the dual class crystal, but having that little bit of extra choice of who to go for, but you still have to decide like who are you going for, who's gonna help you more, kind of thing. What rank are you in Dota? I always played unranked. I'm not amazing at Dota because I haven't played it consistently. I used to be really good at it, but that's when everyone sucked at it because I actually played like the original Dota in Warcraft 3. So I was like a god at one point in time. But that was like right when the game first came out. Everyone sucked back then, and it just so happened that I sucked a little bit less. But these days, I wouldn't rank all that high, for sure. Dota's tough. You got to put in a lot of time to be good at Dota. And I always just ended up playing unranked. I played Dota a lot more before ranks were a thing. Static. And over 5. Ooh, let me claim that milestone that I was just talking about, though. Sending over another 5. Saying you have the ability to test them at least? Yeah. Also, I don't have time to play, so I buy calves. If I were free to play, I'd open calves with my arena units too. That's fair enough. I mean, you're not alone. A lot of people like to pop open calves with their grinded units because opening up crystals it's fun, you know? So I totally get it. People just like to have fun in that way. For me, what I find fun is a little bit different than that. So that's why I normally don't go for the calves. I find it more fun to like be really picky with the offers I pick up and stuff. But that said, you know, like I said, I might be going calves this time. We'll see. But yeah, I'll be able to test them, and I will. Like I said, I haven't actually tested them yet, and I don't really intend to anytime soon. But as we get closer to calf crystal time, I do plan on testing them for sure. BG, can you get one more unit, please? Oh, I'm really close to like a certain milestone, right? Yeah, 26,999. Technically, yeah, I could get one more unit. Watch this. I mean, I could just open up more of those crystals, but I don't even need to do that. Let's go to the overflow stash. And here we go. I got 10 right here. But I'm not ready to claim those yet. just to piss some of you guys off. I'll be above 27k tomorrow. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna keep it there for now. Statics and over another 2 saying, I mean, you got like 6k units max for calves, man. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking too. So here's kind of my thought process. Probably get 10 crystals. Hashtag savage. Toxic BG. Yeah, I was just talking about how good the community is, and here I am. Anyway, I would probably get 10 calves. I mean, up to, if I got really lucky, I'd only get 1 calf, right? I'd probably get 10 calves, though. And if it didn't work out, I would probably stop opening them. And then maybe on his re-release, maybe pop open another 10. Something like that. Wait, what? You buying calves? Oh, Falstaff. Maybe. Maybe. I don't want to repeat the whole thing. We were just talking about it for like the last 10 minutes. But we'll see. I don't know if I am or not. Easy. Sending over a $1.50 with the salt shaker. Saying, Brian, if I ever act like I'm smart, remind me of the time I thought it would be a good idea to take Omega against Gulk. Ooh, yeah. Omega against Gulk, that's an annoying matchup. If you just do heavy attacks, it's not as bad. If you do like actual 5-hit combo type stuff, you're gonna have a bad time. So if you have to do that matchup, try to keep it to strictly heavy attacks, keeping your spores up. Because I think that damage, I don't think he regenerates that damage, but I think if you do like the regular 5-hit combos, then he does. It's weird. I don't know exactly how it works. Because I think he should be regenerating all of it, but I guess because you're not hitting him, I don't know. But yeah, that's the way it works. Okay, anyway. Oh, you were here the last 10 minutes, Falstaff? I mean, I've done stuff like that all the time, so. I think Abby Doe is probably streaming tonight. Yeah, he is. Okay. Before I link you guys to the Intoxicated Gamer, actually, I mean, the link is in the chat. But before you go, shout out to Ronan for being tonight's biggest D, even though he's a troll and SOB. Always coming in here with some trolly type message. But Ronan's a good dude. So shout out to Ronan. Thank you to everyone else as well. I appreciate all the support, guys. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be getting a new desk tomorrow. So I'm excited for it, man. I'm very excited. But all right. On that note, I will see you guys tomorrow. And there's a link in the chat again one more time for Abby Doe. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.